and I was Googling all of the big words and all the things that were on there that I didn't know or understand, and that terrified me because I thought for sure, okay, he's without a doubt gonna have to get surgery. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. Guys, I am up and out of the house for the first time since my surgery. Clay is taking me back to the doctor for my follow-up appointment. Not quite sure what's going to happen here. I'm assuming, since how it's been about 5 days, he will most likely take the stitches out and see how my mobility is. Today is the first day I am walking with no crutches. I was a little bit nervous to bring my crutches because I know the doctor's going to be like, get off those crutches. You need to be using it, walking on it. Even though it hurts a little bit, my foot is incredibly swollen. I could barely get my shoe on this morning. So definitely using it a lot more the past couple days is making it swell, and we'll see if that's normal or not. But we're just about to the doctor's office. We're going to see what he has to say.
We have made it to the hospital, and the doctor's getting ready to come in. He's also going to go over Austin's MRI. They were supposed to call yesterday, but they didn't call, and so that actually got pulled up on the screen. He's going to take a look at Teri and then address the results from Austin's MRI. I feel like every one of our videos is knee related right now, but that's just kind of how our life is going.
We're not having the best start to 2022. We're just going to put it that way.
And these masks that we got, we forgot to bring our own masks, and they have these things that you have to tie on. They don't have like the elastic bands like all the other ones, and they are something special. I have no idea what all this stuff means.
That's Austin's MRI results right there, but it looks like a bunch of black and white mush to me.
It looks like a shot from outer space or something.
Let's take a look. Not trying to blame you.
I figured it was a hereditary thing. My sister had it, my dad had it. So,
yeah, I just want to get a good look, and then I'll show you your pictures.
Okay.
And I'll show you, I mean, we'll definitely go over Austin's. Yeah. Most, just to take the suspense away, to not make it too bad. Looks like we're probably going to be just seeing how he does, because I don't see this obvious piece of cartilage that is broken off or anything.
Okay.
So, just so we can put that to bed for a minute, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously some swelling, but not too bad. These will start to lift off, and then just take them off the rest of the way. Okay. There are absorbable stitches in there. Okay. And we're going to start bending it and moving it, and we'll get. And it's up to you. Do you want to do a little bit of PT? It'll speed your recovery along, but you don't have to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind, just because I feel like
it'll help you get going a little quicker.
Yeah, I'd like to learn how to strengthen even this side.
Yeah, because I mean the kneecaps. No, you're great in every other way, but your kneecaps are kind of your weak link. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Let me show you guys what we found in here. So this is where we put the scope in, right up above your knee. There's the kneecap looking at it from the bottom. And then we come down, and then we drop. This is your ACL. It looks great. Main ligament in your knee. There's the lateral femur, lateral meniscus. That all looks awesome. Medial side looks great. We went up top. Here's where you crack some of that cartilage on your patella. Oh yeah. There's a flap, and that's what was causing it to get irritated in here. So what we do is we take an instrument, and I smooth that and make it so it can't catch anymore. And this is just another view, a couple of different angles, just to make sure that when we bend your knee, it tracks okay and isn't going to cause it. But basically, if you look at your knees, you have a tendency for that kneecap to track out just a little bit, not enough to lengthen the ligament, but that's kind of the basically the way your knees are. And I'm sure your family has it too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So is there something I should be doing, like, because I feel like it's when I'm lunging or squatting, like, is there a way, I mean, should I
And this is going to start feeling better because we've addressed that cartilage. But the answer, you're asking a great question. We want you to work especially hard on getting what's called your VMO, or your inside muscle, to pull your kneecap over. Okay. So I think you're right in that it would be really good to have a therapist give you a good program. Yeah. I think that'd be super helpful. Okay. For sure. And everything looks good, but we've got to get the stiffness out, and you'll start feeling a ton better. So this is the main one we want to look at because it's his kneecap. Okay. So here's the cartilage right here. And that's one of the things I really wanted to see, was to see, did he have any damaged cartilage? Yeah. Remember we talked about that. And so it looks actually better than I thought. Okay. I was a little nervous. We talked on Friday that maybe he'd done a little more damage. It looks like it got dinged a little bit right there. See that? Mm-hmm. But I think it's worth giving him a little bit of time to see if it'll get better. Okay. Here's where, so let me show you this. See that little crack right there? Mm-hmm. Basically his kneecap went all the way out, and slammed up against his femur right here. Can you see all those white cracks through it? Right there. It's a pretty violent deal.
Yeah.
And so this is all a bone bruise out, because literally this part of his kneecap had come out and smacked up against there. So that's why he had all that blood in his knee. And so I think, and he does sit off to the side a little bit. See how his kneecap just tracks out just a little on the outside? So here's what I think we do. He's been doing some PT already, right? Or not?
No, not
okay,
yet.
We should do that.
Okay.
Go. Maybe you both can go in. Mother, son, bond.
Yep.
Experience, right? Does that sound okay?
Sounds great.
I think you're good with it. We'll see how Austin is, and then I think let's check him back in a couple of weeks, see how things are progressing.
Okay.
If his swelling's coming down, he's feeling really good, we're just gonna treat this non-surgically.
Oh, wow.
This is though where he dinged that ligament pretty good.
Okay.
And if we have to, we're gonna need, again, I think we get a good, I don't wanna jump in and do surgery if you don't need to, but I also don't wanna drag our feet if he's not getting better.
Sure.
But if that over there doesn't start to heal and do super well and the swelling goes down, we probably have to repair that back. We may have to lengthen that ligament just a little bit over here. Not on yours, but on his.
Yeah. So I was reading the results that came back on that.
Yeah, I haven't even read the results.
I know one of them said like a complete tear of the
MTFL.
Yeah.
So that's this right here. That's this ligament, and it goes up, and I don't think it's completely torn. It goes up here. It's definitely injured pretty well right there, but I don't think it's completely torn.
That was the only thing I saw that was.
Yeah, I haven't read I didn't even have the report, but it said MPFL. Did it say anything? I don't see any big cartilage stuff.
So
a little bit right here.
It talked a lot about the bruising, and the swelling, and then the number 2 thing was it said complete tear of the
MPFL.
It didn't even call
medial
it
patellofemoral ligament. Yeah. Sorry, I'm using my lingo.
No, you're good.
Medial patellofemoral ligament. I think we give him look at all this bruising right here.
Yeah.
That's why he's so swollen.
So will that just slowly
That'll just heal. That part will heal. If he definitely had, let me show you kind of per our discussion on Friday.
Yeah.
If he definitely had a big chunk of cartilage out of there, I'd be like, we gotta get in there and address that. Because it's more of a bone bruise and compression injury. I do see some of the ligaments still intact. It definitely got pulled. I don't think it's pulled all the way off.
Okay.
So rehab, it'll either get better with rehab or it won't. And as long as he's making good progress, we're cool. If he stops making progress, then we have to reassess. But I just want to, because he was so swollen when he was in here last time.
Yeah.
I want to see him in a couple of weeks and just kind of see how his muscles are coming along and how his swelling's doing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's great.
Good.
Yeah.
I was having anxiety over the.
I know.
What I was reading.
No, but that's why I'm here to help you interpret it.
All right, I feel like that doctor's appointment went way better than I expected, especially when it comes to Austin. When I got his results back on my phone from the MRI, there's an app you can download that allows you to pull up all your family members' doctor's appointments and like their treatment plans and any sort of tests or anything like that are being done. So I was able to pull that up and read through it, and I was Googling all of the big words and all the things that were on there that I didn't know or understand. And one of the things on there said a complete tear of the tendon that runs underneath your kneecap and that connects your femur bone to your shin bone. And that terrified me because I thought for sure, okay, he's without a doubt gonna have to get surgery. And then I started having like anxiety because I know that is not gonna be a fun surgery for him. And unfortunately, he does have the genetic bad knees that come from my side of the family. After meeting with Dr. Cooley, he said, I know where Austin gets his bad kneecaps from you. So I have it too a little bit. It's definitely something that's unfortunately been passed down from generation to generation. But the good news is right now Cooley does not want to do surgery on Austin. He wants to have him go to physical therapy and try and see if we can get that part of his knee to strengthen up and heal itself. He said it's not completely torn. The radiologist might have had that wrong or something, but looking at the MRI, he said it's not completely torn. There is some significant damage like bruising and stuff like that to the bones in and around his knee, but that will just heal with some time. So we're hoping that physical therapy will be enough to heal his knee and he will not need surgery. He's like, it'll either fix it or it won't. So we will go back in 2 weeks to see how the swelling is doing. Cooley will then reassess his knee and see if anything else needs to be done or if we just keep doing PT. I don't know. But Austin and I are both going to be doing PT over the next couple of weeks together. Hopefully we can find one that can get us in that quick. The one we want to go to I know is very busy, so hoping we can get into her, but I am grateful that the news was not worse.
Yeah, hopefully they can get you in at the same time, save you a trip down there. You guys can hold hands while you do physical therapy or whatever.
A little mommy-son bonding moment at physical therapy.
We decided to stop at Costco and grab a few things while we're out and about. Teri is super excited to drive one of those motorized scooters with the cart on it. So hopefully they have some in here.
I've always wanted to, and now I have a legitimate reason to cruise one around the store.
Hopefully there's room for two, and I can sit next to her, and then we can push the cart and just, I'll step off, load the stuff, get back on, and we'll continue around the store. So let's go see if they've got one. Let's grab what we need, and then we'll head on home. Easy there. All right, we've already picked up one item, some razors. Tara, I can lie to you, I'm a little embarrassed to be with you right now.
I feel like I need a sign on the back that explains my reasoning for being on this.
You feel like a goofball driving this thing.
Yes.
I should have taken the other one. But what if someone came in needed, and I was on it, then that'd be bad, but we could have had a lot of fun.
I feel like I need a sign that explains to everyone. I'm not just being a jerk, I really do need it.
Could have had a lot of fun. All right, get after it. All right, go ahead. Got some good ones? Nice and hard? Those will be ready in 3 days. Tara, don't look at that table. We're not getting one, but careful. There's a Zamboni ahead of you. Don't get ran over by the Zamboni. Did you turn on your signals before making that corner?
Let me watch.
Reverse? The beeper sound.
It's like it's a big rig backing up.
Yeah.
Tiny little cart. All right, we got quite a bit of stuff here at Costco. We're getting stocked up again. We've been working through our food storage and it's starting to dwindle. So I had to stock up on a few things. Please get it all loaded in here. It's gonna fill up the whole back of the car, I think. We have this full cart here and my full cart. Although I don't think mine counts as a full cart. The last few things loaded, putting the milk up front so it doesn't spill. Get all stocked up again, get the shelves in the basement stocked.
We have made it back home from Costco. We've got most of our stuff put away. We picked up the girls on the way home. They got a package today from Amazon. Girls, what are we working on over here?
Diamond art.
Diamond art. Where did you learn about diamond art?
Your mom.
My
Grandma.
mom?
Yep.
Really? Grandma McNeel. Okay.
In Yellowstone, and she brought them for things to do, and that's where we learned.
Wow.
They're really fun.
Very cool. So Carmen is working on a turtle. She's putting on all the green pieces. Claire here is working on a penguin. You got to put the stick into the glue, which are these little red things, and then you stick them on the little diamond pieces. Everything's kind of numbered, so you know which pieces go where.
Yep.
Very fun. Keep you guys entertained for hours, which we love. But we'll check back on you in about 6 hours when those are completed and see what they look like. Teri is in the kitchen. She's been putting away some of that stuff from Costco. I cannot believe how good she is doing without crutches. I didn't know knee surgeries were possible without crutches after about 4 days, 5 days. It's craziness.
Shows you how tough I am.
It's, well, I mean, sure, okay, sure.
It's true. I do need to sit down and put it up because
I'm messing with you. You feeling it right now?
My ankle is swollen and it hurts.
Oh man.
But I am happy at how well I'm able to get around. Sitting in bed for days is not for me.
For sure. All right, so now that Teri does not need crutches, we shorten them for Carmen. She is using them. We will no longer have to pay those ridiculous prices like 50 cents a week for crutches if Carmen ever gets hurt again.
Yeah. I am a pro at these because I can go so fast.
Let's see. Whoa. That is quick.
And then I can do it 2 feet, just like this. If I have a longer distance, I can go faster.
All right, let's see. That's pretty quick. It's moving.
Especially on crutches. And it was so funny watching Mom when she was on her crutches because she was like this whole time.
It's so slow, right? But Mom, like if you fall down right now, you're probably fine. If Mom falls down, hits her sore knee on the ground, she's gonna have real problems.
Really bad problem.
Real problems. All right, I told you guys that we made some progress on the bathroom. I'm gonna take you guys down there, show you what we have going on. We tore out the rest of it on Monday morning, and then my plumber showed up and we got the tub in. We shifted the toilet over just a couple inches to give us a couple more inches on the vanity. We had to move the plumbing for the vanity because we're gonna have a tall linen closet right here on the right side, and then we'll have the vanity right here button up next to that, and then a mirror above. So that means we got to move the light over. The vanity light's gonna shift. I got a new exhaust fan, one that's gonna move a lot of air so we can get all that moisture out of here. We do have to jump off this outlet right over here and put an outlet down here for the bidet toilet seat that's gonna go on. So we gotta get that done. And then we put in this niche right here. That way it'll hold all of our shampoos, that kind of thing. I haven't decided if I'm gonna leave it right here or move it over here to the back wall. So we gotta decide what we're gonna do there. And this is our fireplace. So from our front room, this is what's on the other side of the fireplace wall. Kind of a cavity back here where we got a bunch of wires, a gas line running through there. Just a lot of stuff going on. And then these black pipes are obviously the drain pipe for like the sink. And then they connect back in, and this pipe right here runs up through the roof. So that's to let air kind of help force that water down. You've got to have that. But on the other side of this tub, we have this cavity right here. And this is our front room on the other side here, but we have this like 1 foot cavity, and we have our main gas line that comes through here, but also our flue for our furnace and our water heaters runs out right here. So, I mean, if that could have been moved to a different spot, like it could have been tucked in right there, that would have been fantastic. That would have saved us about a foot in this bathroom, but it's not worth the expense of moving the gas line and that pipe over to there for what we would gain in that foot. So tomorrow, I think I will patch these 2 holes in the floor and get that electrical done and possibly get some drywall up. So things are coming right along. I gotta get the cabinets ordered and we gotta go get that tile picked out very soon. Guys, it has been a pretty good day around here. With that doctor's appointment, we found out that Teri's gonna be able to start physical therapy here soon. And Austin does not need surgery, which is great news. So they're gonna go together, physical therapy, get feeling better. And as long as Austin's knee does not have any further issues, there would not be a surgery. So I was definitely surprised by that. It's just been a roller coaster of emotions with this whole thing. Because I at first thought it was just gonna be physical therapy, and then he was like, I think surgery. But like that whole meeting we had with him, he was kind of like saying it, but then he would walk it back, and then he'd say it, walk it back. So I really didn't know how to feel about it. But luckily,
no surgery. I'm great.
Here I am, gonna like say it and then walk it back. Like, hopefully, we're not gonna have to have surgery. But guys, we appreciate you watching. We love you. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.